Chad, whoa, damn, but I feel so loud. 1 2 1 2. How's the audio there, Keegs?
Nah, sounds good this side, brother.
Sounds a little bit crispy here this morning. Let me just bring it down. Chad, how's everyone doing? It is technically a long weekend, so two reasons why you don't have any leave days left. You're saving it for December, or you just on that grind. So either way, respected both ways. Fortunately, we don't have any leave days. Kiggs, do you have any leave days left? I don't have any.
Unfortunately not, brother.
So we're only going tomorrow. But Chad, how's it going? How's the weekend? Long weekend for some, but not for everyone. So I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a good weekend. How was the weekend, Keegs?
No, it was good, bro. I wouldn't say it was a very good sporting weekend, but it was good, relaxing. Yours?
No, same here. Can't believe the box fumbled that one. But anyways, we'll get into that a little bit later. Chad, but yeah, we're getting to the business end of the month. Last week, first rate cut in the books. So markets were somewhat still digesting everything there, trying to figure out where are we going from there. Fed currently on their dot plot expecting another 50 basis points before the end of the year. So that's going to give us basically 2.25s, or it's going to be just another 50 and maybe hold over December. But yeah, it is election year. It is the first rate cut since basically 2020. So a lot of things happening here. Already seeing Fed futures are evenly placed at a 0.25 and a 50. And then we've got a 50 for December. So things are going to start eating up to the end of the year. But Chad, before we start, as every morning we're going to pray here. And the Bible says very clearly, if you do not know how to pray this very simple prayer: Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. And if you believe that, you can drop an amen in the chat.
Amen.
Amen, amen. Good morning, good morning. First stream. Beautiful. Welcome, welcome, my brother. Let me just drop the poll here. Okay. Alrighty, Chad, let's get straight into the economic calendar here for the week. Let's see what we've got coming up here. So Judo Bank composite PMI is coming out relatively weak in Australia. So Australia is looking relatively soft, the economy. A little bit later, we've got quite a bit of PMIs coming out of the Eurozone, Germany, ECB, pound, all of that around about 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. 9:30, 10 o'clock, all of that is happening. Then a little bit later, PMIs coming out of the US as well. So first time in a while where Monday's stacked with quite some good data for us to work around. Interest rate decision tomorrow morning, 6:30. Australia expecting to keep rates the same. Interesting. Some indexes, the IFO indexes out of Germany, also on Tuesday. We've got consumer confidence Tuesday as well. The afternoon, we've got Governor Macklem speaking. Wednesday, we've got CPI coming out of Australia, expecting a massive drop from the previous 3.1 from a 3.5. Thursday, Swiss National Bank interest rate decision. They are expected to cut rates from a measly 1.25 to a 1. And then a big deck of data on Thursday for the US. Just a lot of data that's going to come through there. GDP, I think GDP is going to be good. Not necessarily the print. I think there's going to be a lot of volume coming out of the GDP print. We've got Powell speaking as well on Thursday. We've got Williams speaking. They'll be tapping Barr as well, Fed's Barr. I don't know why his surname is Barr. Maybe his family was stuck in one when he was born. But anyways, Friday we've got CPI coming out of Japan. And then also a lot of CPI coming out of the Eurozone, Spain, France, and then ending it off with the ECB as well, some consumer. And then we've got core personal consumption expenditure. That's also a form of inflation. So we're going to start looking more towards what the inflation data is telling us now. And the one I like is Michigan Consumer sentiment index on Thursday. All right, so quite a busy week. Not gonna lie, I didn't realize we've got such a heavy week with data. But straight on to the technicals. What are we looking at here? Gold. Chad, gold is bullish. We spoke about it last week. We had that nice bullish breakout to the upside. We had that nice continuation. Again, nothing to look left to. There's nothing. I can't even pull a support or resistance. We're going to need to form some type of resistance. But as it stands, already breaking previous weekly highs. So I'm going to be very honest with you guys. We need to monitor that previous weekly high level. And if we can hold above that early in the week, it's going to be a good week for gold. Otherwise, it's going to become a little bit saucy a little bit later in the week. Was that maybe just a liquidity sweep to turn bearish? I don't know, but I'm going to stick with the bullish bias in the meantime. 5-minute time frame, also very, very interesting. Nice equal highs there on Asia highs, so it seems very likely we're going to go for that. There's that previous weekly high, which is also the previous daily high from Friday. So we're going to need to hold this level, Chad. Otherwise, things are really going to get interesting here for the rest of the session. And if I go over to my grids, let's check where the grids are. Oh, damn. We haven't even pulled these grids. Let me just do that real quick. Give me 1 second, yeah. Gold going into some uncharted territory here. Alrighty, so we've got some grid levels to work from here. Okay, just get on the 5 here. Alrighty. I'm going to be honest with you guys, if we can hold this zone here, I think we can go for those highs. Otherwise, a deeper pullback, I'm not really going to like that. If I'm honest, if we can just hold this zone, I'm going to go for the bullish continuation. Otherwise, anything below 26.20, we can start looking for maybe some deeper pullbacks on the sell. But for the most part, buys above here, sells only below here, because then we start dipping below that 200. Then we can start targeting Asia lows. We would also be flipping back bearish on the day. So that's gold for me. DXY. Let's quickly check DXY. DXY for me on the week. Alrighty, DXY on the week. I'm going to go with bearish. And we spoke about this actually for the last two to 3 weeks while we were rejecting this 200. And I said if we can hold below it, we are definitely looking for that bearish continuation. Last week, finding some demand in this area. But again, I'm going to go with that wick fill to the downside. So I want to see this wick actually being filled. And if we are going to flip bullish, I want to see something maybe like this. Then I can say, listen here, we can maybe go bullish. But for the most part, bearish for me on the dollar. Daily time frame, I'm going to go with neutral. Purely because we're in this daily range here. You can clearly see that nice daily range there. So I'm going to wait for a breakout down to the downside. Let me just do this quickly. Neutral, 5-minute time frame. Okay, what do we have here? Yeah, okay. Weekly pivot up there, key level. EQ, I'm going to say this zone here, Chad. We're going to have to get through that zone for bearish continuations. If we cannot get through that, could be a little bit choppy, could go back to that weekly pivot. Sells below there, and then I would say for me, only buys above here. Otherwise, it's going to get sticky here, but I would love something like this for that bearish continuation. US 30, weekly, let's check here. Weekly, beautiful, bullish as can be, all-time highs, and nothing to look left to. There's that beautiful breakout, bullish continuation. I'm bullish on the week. Daily time frame, let's see the daily. All right, a little bit of a pause there. I'm expecting a big day today, Chad. Actually went through one of actually not one of his videos, but actually through his book again, Larry Williams. I think it's short-term trading secrets to long-term success, where he speaks about small ranges. And we actually had this on our call on Saturday. Did a bit of back testing with the guys on Saturday. Quite a good session, almost 3 hours in the books there. I'm expecting a big day today from US 30. If we can hold, I'm going to go neutral on the day, purely for the following reason. If we can hold above Friday's high, things can really start pushing bullish. But if we continuously reject that area, I think we can go for a deeper pullback. So for me, very simple going into the session, that zone there, bullish above, bearish if we reject, but also there's quite a bit of equal highs there. So I do want to see what we do there. And then that previous weekly high is also going to become a contentious level. And then I want to say bearish below here. Okay, so relatively simple. NASDAQ. Let's check NASDAQ here real quick. Beautiful. Okay, NASDAQ for me on the weekly is clearly bullish. There's that break. We spoke about this previous area right there. There was quite a lot of resistance there, support there. So now breaking out. Can NASDAQ is trailing a little bit behind US 30. US 30 already at all-time highs. NASDAQ's about, I think, 3%, 4.5% away from all-time highs. So some catching up to do there. Let's check. Okay, daily, beautiful. Look at this. We also spoke about this previous level. Actually, more this level is sitting there, if I'm honest. So we're gonna need to get through that level, chat. I don't know if you can see this, but rejection, trying to reject this. So let's see if we can hold above that level today. Also breaking above previous daily high level. Can we hold above that level? There's that previous daily high level, also weirdly coinciding with this big gray block here. So for me, this zone right here, very important. And then straight after that, daily R1. We're going to need to break through that, hold there. Otherwise, we're going for Asia lows. But yeah, interesting day. Then quickly, Hang Seng closing flat on the day, basically positive by 0.05%. Nikkei, massive day, up 1.5%. And then SA40, let's just check the daily. Friday not giving us a lot of insights there. So I'm gonna lean towards the bullish side here this morning for the JSE trade. I want to see what we do with that opening range. Already trading above the previous daily R1. Quite a massive gap again to the upside. So we've got this gap here and we've got that gap. So interesting. I'll see how we do with the opening range. But Keegs, over to you, my brother.
Perfect. Let's see. Okay, DXY, guys. Let's go through this. DXY, I'm definitely still bearish, guys. We're obviously just looking at potential pullbacks, obviously Monday, Tuesday. So I just want to see what happens there. But after that first rate cut, we can see obviously this is the level I want to watch for. So we've never been able to break and hold underneath. So the big thing for me now. Okay, sorry guys, all my things frozen. Once we can start moving again, if we can basically break past these levels and go to the downside, yeah, I want to see a break and obviously hold and close. The big thing for today is if we do get there, breaking and holding underneath, that's going to be the main thing there. But obviously, if we do start turning bullish, you want to keep an eye out for that, because I can, obviously, as I say, Monday, Tuesday, see that top wick. I must say already, I like the fact our weekly pivot is right here on the open. So that does allow for that potential drawdown. So we've obviously held from open, trading bullish, going to that weekly pivot, a little bit of a fake out to the high of the day, making your Asia highs, then trading back down to Asia lows. I think for dollar, if we're going to see that weakness, we probably want to be holding underneath of the weekly pivot, taking then that break daily pivot, go get the EQ, which hasn't been tested yet, and then the continuation move to the downside. Really, because I do like specifically where that weekly pivot is sitting now. So as long as we can hold under this pivot, I think dollar's going to have that sell-off continuation. If dollar does get above here, we can see obviously that short-term bullish momentum for the week. Going over to Nasdaq, definitely still bullish as well. But the big thing for me is that psychological level 20,000. We need to get past that. So when we start looking here on the daily, same thing I said to the guys last night on our prep call. We have this nice low over here. Go into that low, start trading bullish. So looking very, very good already. Nice quick move to the downside. Very aggressive move off of here. Closure above these highs. Now obviously we can see this test. I think perfectly where the previous daily high is. It lines up very, very nicely for us. So what I want to look for here is, again, if we can hold above this previous daily high, we can then continue bullish. Obviously, if we do start going bearish under this previous daily high, very, very most likely going for Asia lows and possibly retest of that level of support. But if we want to hold that bullish momentum, as I say, hold previous daily high, daily R1, then we can trade back for that psychological 20,000. And then daily R2, as we know, just a little bit above that. So it does look very good for the bullish momentum. US 30, on the other hand, is again still very, very much bullish, but we just want to see what's going to happen when we approach all-time highs. So as long as you guys can see there, big thing, you guys know we want to obviously be trading into it and holding it. So, or into it and running away from it. If we start to hold, very, very good chance we are going to reverse. Now on the daily, we almost got to the point of taking these highs and then reversing, which then I think the sells would have pretty much been on. But at this point, it is still anyone's game. So we had the bullish momentum breaking nicely above. Now having a little bit of a natural pullback, which again is normal. So on the 15, what are we looking for? Again, you're going to see Asia highs, Asia lows, daily pivot EQ underneath us, which is untested. So the fact we held these Asia highs and previous daily highs, I think there's a good chance we're coming back down for Asia lows and this daily pivot EQ. 200 is all the way nicely down there. So by the time if we can get to the day pivot, even the EQ, I think we'll catch up quite nicely with that 200. And then we can see the bullish momentum continue from there back to the all-time highs. If we fail though over here, we do see on the other hand dollars starting to turn around, good chance we can see this type of move and a bit of pullback, as I say, opposite direction Monday, Tuesday on the pair. Then lastly, gold. If you guys are on the call this morning, literally going to last night, literally going to plan perfectly. We can see that level we marked out over there. And again, we spoke about all-time highs, how we needed this thing to run. And there again, we spoke about 26, and we were saying 26.35. Obviously, for a little bit short, so you got about an $8-7 move out of that. But there was that rush. So when we start looking here, there was the move downwards into this level we spoke about. Got the turnaround. Big move to the top side. Obviously, it's very early in the morning, so unless you guys set buy limits and things like this, you can see it on the money there. If you guys set buy limits, maybe you got in on it, but analysis to the T. Trading up now, Asia highs. So big thing here for me, gold. If gold breaks down into these previous all-time high levels, good time we're going short, back to Asia lows, and possibly even that retest. But big thing, if it can hold here, even up want to break and then needs to hold. So if this thing breaks, gets even a back above, then good chance we can run for these Asia highs, monthly R2, and even further. But for now, I do see a little bit, because we had that nice big buy off, we can see those sales come in. So just be careful here. But as I say, Monday, Tuesday, we will tend to see those little bit of reversal plays. So if we're bullish, we want to see bearish plays. If we're bearish, we're going to see bullish plays. So just keep an eye on that. But again, we do have news coming out already this afternoon on the Monday. So definitely should be good. See some nice volume start to come in straight off the rip this week. But pretty much everything from my side, guys. I was going to go through the chat here because I was seeing Oaks. I don't know what was going on here. G's are apparently a sellout. Now they're promoting a shit broker for some money to buy bear bricks. Oh, understood. Come on, guys. You can't possibly believe XM is a good broker. I've had terrible experiences with them. Never gonna miss a chance to distance.
You saw the ad on Epic Street.
Oh, I was gonna say Bugatti. We're not with them.
All right. Where's the horn?
I don't have the horn, brother.
I've got it. Yeah, that is the. I think it's XM. Where was XM? Yeah.
Sure. Bugatti coming for us, and man, looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah, We got it. It's here. It's on the actual thing. If you close it there at the bottom, it's the ad on FX Street. There's it. FX Street. All right, Chad. You done with your analysis, hey, Keeks? Alrighty. Gold. Doing gold things.
Yeah, Etty, the man had to get some drip there, bro. He's ready for Cape Town.
Hey, boys. Not gonna lie, this was on Bash from Markham's. I think it was an 80% sale. That's the only time I buy clothes. 150 Rand a shirt is not bad. My wife showed me the app. I went on there. I was like, damn, 150 Rand for a shirt. Dude, I'm honest. 150 bucks. You can't even. I don't even think you can buy a Mr. Price Sport for 150. So I locked it in.
Wait, where was this?
Now these shirts were on Bash. So it's from, I think it's Markham's. But they were like 80% or 50% off.
My boy did some shopping there.
Come on, Chad, 150 gigs. What can you, dude? You can't even
that's
your
that's
girl.
like 3 Big Macs, bro.
Can't even take your girlfriend to a movie for 150. Have you guys seen what movies cost? Sure. That's why we don't go to the movies. Alrighty, Chad. We literally have 30 seconds left opening up these markets. Hope you guys are ready. What did I miss here in the chat? Chris in a channel. Stofy, Chad, there could be a massive pullback on gold. I'm not completely against it. That's why I'm monitoring this zone here. I definitely think you could see something quite dramatic, but it's all just a case of taking it day by day, not overextending your idea of the pullback, but definitely on deck. Chad, markets are open and in motion, baby. This is the official round 1. Ding, 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 ding. Fight. There we go. Markets are open and in motion, baby. Chris got the snip, and yeah, I'm firing blanks. Hey, bro. I still need to get through 14 more shots. That could take me 3 years. For the guys that are married, you know, there's only 4 guarantees a year. Your birthday, Valentine's Day, your anniversary, and maybe if you're lucky, Christmas. So maybe 4 more years to go. 150, hey man. No, 150 or Bash, Chad. What do you know about that Bash life?
Fine, bro. We know. We have faith in you. You'll get through it.
No, not her birthday. That gives her basically an out, Andre. That's when she's like, it's my birthday. I choose. And I choose no. Oh, US 30. Let's check here. Keys, the emails have gone out for the meetup, guys, eh?
I will follow up for you. They should have.
Keeks, thoughts on FC25?
I'm enjoying it so far, bro.
What is FC25?
It's a new FIFA.
Oh, okay.
Guys, it's always that argument. What's the point of making a new game every year when it's the same game and you can just update it? But I must just say, thanks so much. I must just say, for the guys that play Ultimate Team, I think it is pretty cool. The new tactics they've brought out and roles for all the players and a little bit like that. So there has been some upgrades. But But yeah, I must say everything runs a bit smooth, if I must say that. But it's decent. I will just say I don't know if it is actually worth buying Ultimate Edition just to have 7 days early access. I don't know if that's worth it, but yeah.
Why is it called FC though?
They not with EA anymore. So when they left EA, they can't call it FIFA because EA owns the rights to FIFA.
Is there still a FIFA though?
Yeah, well, no. FIFA is now called, also it changes names, but yeah. But the FIFA is basically FC. So if you played FIFA, you'd be playing FC now. Eddie, what's your thoughts on it, bro? I love the improvements. Bro, I'm just saying, like anyone that is playing it, guys, I still haven't been able to load into a rush game.
What, dude, what is a rush game?
So it's like, they in the other ones, in like your, not online modes, but your other things, they had like Street FIFA. I can't even remember what it was called, guys, but they had like Street FIFA. So it's on much smaller pitches, and it's very, very fast paced, all of this. Now they've brought that over. So you play on a slightly smaller FIFA field, but it's 4-on-4, if I'm correct, 3-on-4, 4-on-4. But it's all online. So either you have to drop in with a squad, or you have to drop in like meet with other guys. But now for me, for example, I can't. If you like, everyone's playing squad. So if you like a solo, it's just so hard to find a match.
Any 2G's merch? Unfortunately not, Calvin. We're struggling, and I promise you, we're struggling to find a good reseller. Myself and Keegan, when was it? 2 weeks ago, we went to the different places. Everything that is for corporate printing, for some reason, is very bad quality. So it's a case of you pay quite expensive for something that's very bad quality. And also the merch, you obviously don't want to pay 500 Rand for a shirt, then you still need to print it, and then the shirt comes out to 700 Rand. So you almost have to find that balance between something that's not going to break an arm and a leg, but it's also decent quality. So if you know of anyone that's got decent quality for a good price, let us know. But we've been struggling here in Port Elizabeth. Shot down, and we'll chat afterwards. Sheen, funny story. I'm actually gonna try and get some photos. My wife loves Sheen. I don't know, they do like, for them it's almost like us, for the boys that game. They do like these little Sheen missions, and they create different cards for themselves, and it's like, oh, this looks good, and then they read, I don't know, it's like a game for them. But anyways, and the one night I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, almost sheen becomes a verb, I'm sheening. I'm like, what? And I go on there, and I find some clothes on there, and my wife's like, yeah, but it's from China. You need to order bigger sizes. Let me actually see if I can find that. So I ordered bigger sizes, and when it got here, when I say big, you could park a car in it. So let me see if I can find it. So that entire order was unfortunately I had to send it back. Let me see if I can. So that was my Shein mission, one and done. And because many years ago, when I was still cycling, I ordered some, I don't know if you guys know, like cycling stuff is ridiculously expensive. Like for like a cycling bib, that thing that just goes around your shoulders, I think it's like 1.8 just for one bib. and I got some stuff from, I think it was eBay, but the supply was out of China, and I had to order like 5 sizes bigger, and that just fit. So I was under the same impression. Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, so it was actually like a 7XL. It wouldn't even fit Quibus Visa, and Quibus Visa is a tank of a human being. Let me see if I can find it. Where did she say that? Yo, was it so long ago? Let me see if I can find a chat. So make sure you measure yourself. Where was it?
I'm just saying, guys, if you're watching gold did have that close underneath the previous weekly high, and also previous all-time high. Massive sell-off after that, but as I said, for me, no retest, so there's no way I would have taken that trade. Yeah, never got the retest, so guys. But if you guys were aggressive and took it on the closure, I mean, no, there you go.
Okay, Chad, I can't find it, but if I find it, I'm actually going to ask my wife to send it to me. I think I still showed you guys, geeks, those pants that Alsaby and 2 other ladies were like, they basically put it on. So 2 of them fit in the one leg and the other chick. Just got jockey tees and get the printer. They were cheap and decent quality. Yo, bro, Sheen is Timo is something else, bro. Like, you just want to order something and it's like, oh, here's a spin, this, that, and by the end of it, it's like, now you have to add other shit into your cart. I'm like, dude, I just want to buy that. It's like, no, you have to spin the wheel. We want to give you 90% off, and then you have to add a lot of other shit into your cart. So the guys from Timo are on another level. Gambling, everything mixed into one platform. It's not just buying clothes. Alright, daily flip zone, yeah. Rax, good morning, my brother. TJ, do me a favor, email support@vaultfunder.trade. You will get sorted very, very quickly. Barons, yeah, we have a Barons. It's yeah, it's not fantastic. We've got Barons, we've got Vic Bay. There's another one. It's not the best. We try to find out the guys that make the RV, the Ruka clothing. So there's somebody that we're busy chatting to that gets it directly before it goes to Ruka for printing. You can actually buy it directly from them for a very good price, and it's very good quality. So okay, massive pullback, yeah. Oh damn, I should have been buying on the Gemini account.
What a gold.
Yeah, I got a better entry now anyways. Everything just dying, yeah. Just get
Fobs, I won't lie, bro. I do like it. The big thing for me is we just need to see what happens with DXY, because something happened. DXY has popped off. That's where you see the Nasdaq US30 all dropping off.
I completely missed it. Dylan Savage, John 1 verse 1 to 5. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with all things were made through him, and without him nothing was made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men, and the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not comprehend it. I don't know if that is to do with the Asian stock market or the US stock market. I'm kidding, Dylan. Thanks for that. Asian stocks rise. China up on repo rate cut. Australia hit by retail losses. Oil prices rose on Monday, buoyed by concerns that heightened conflict in the Middle East may curtail regional supply, and expectations last week outsized US interest rate cut will support demand. Hezbollah, an Iranian-backed group based in Lebanon and Israel, exchanged heavy fire into Sunday as the group sent rockets deep into northern Israeli territory after facing some of the most intense bombardment in almost a year of conflict. Right, so there's quite a bit of geopolitical conflict going on. Keeks, US30.
Yeah, I'll answer it now,
Oh.
because I do like it.
US30.
We might take it on the DGen account. I'm just trying to
Sell
actually
or
get money.
buy?
Buy.
Hey.
Just need to get money in that account quickly.
Alright. Chad had a good session on the weekend, the opening range break strat. So we're gonna start forward testing this week for the most part. I just want to find it here quickly. Results have looked very good. It's obviously sitting in a back testing strat. That's obviously different to. But let me just get this quickly for you guys.
Alright, Fob, so just looking at now, hey, if that breaks, you're going to want that retest and then take the. So you just wait for that. I want to see the B setup or A setup.
Just want to get more water. Guys, you can screenshot this. I'm going to talk about it now. Let me just make it a little bit bigger. We can talk about it now. Just check there, make your notes. I'm just going to grab some water. These are the preliminary rules, but I'll come back now and we'll chat about it quickly.
Yeah, if this thing battles to break the 200, I think we in for those bars. There you go. Bro, there has to be news or something that came out. Like my thing's not even loading and stuff. Like it's almost like, you know, when we do it and like my terminal's just like chalking out here.
Alrighty guys, from the back testing over the weekend, what we picked up was the following. You want to avoid the high or the low of the session. You want to avoid the high or the low of the day, especially Monday and Friday, because that's usually when a pullback occurs. So on the one day, for instance, it was pushing up and then it broke out on a Monday at the high of everything, day, week, everything. So that's where you want to avoid it. Just stay out. Trade management. Once you to 50% of the target, just reduce your stop. So from a 60 point to a 30. And then when you've got two, let's say, consecutive candles on the 5 minute, this is all on the 5 minute, in the same direction, move stops to break even. Very likely it will continue then. And then we set also stops to be ideally inside of that 15-minute opening range, just meaning that a lot of times we saw a deeper pullback. So if price is quite extended, like this case here, if price is quite extended away from the opening range, rather stay out or wait maybe for a retest. But those are the preliminary rules that we've set. Results look very good. And we're going to start this week with it. So with the firecracker, that's going to be an additional trade that we can take. I think Bugatti was also in that call. So looking really, really promising. You guys take a position, Kiggs. Oh, damn. Sure.
We haven't taken it because it won't let me enter anything. I was checking now. I think because I was like, there must be news. So I'm waiting for that candle closure. But it's the Euro PMI. It just came out. So it's news events.
Massive miss in France.
So we're going to have to wait and see if...
Massive miss.
If we can get in afterwards. But all depending on this candle closure. If we're going to try fade it or get the continuation move.
Chad, I'm gonna go with the little short here. Yeah, I just executed a little short here on the break of SA40, opening range low, so went with a little short there. Could potentially go for that gap fill, so I just want to set my stops here. Let's check here. There's that opening range low. There's the daily pivot. There was the break below. Nice little retest. Nice little break of structure here. So let's see how she goes. Below the 200, everything else selling off. There's the previous daily low. There's that gap fill. As mentioned, we've got quite a bit of gaps to come and fill here. Obviously, this one being here, and then I think this was the Thursday. Yeah, Thursday we still have that gap. So going with a little short here. Try and see if I can we can see some of that momentum continuing down. Just want to set. Okay, just want to set it here on my side. That's the range low. And then the high is up. That's up there, okay. Let's see if we can get that gap full. Alright. Gold, yeah. Guys, just one way down. Daily flip zone is up here. Also that 200. So if gold is going to make a comeback, it needs to hold this level here. US 30, are you guys going to wait for a pullback, Keeks?
Yeah, so if it closed, I'm still waiting for confirmation where the candle's going to close.
Yeah, you guys take it on the 15, eh?
Yeah, so I need to see where that candle closes.
Would you consider it if this 15 closes below the 200 and below the EQ, or would you wait for another 15 to create like a top wick to just touch that level and then just close below all of it?
Yeah, so if I want the continuation now, it's going to need to retest that EQ and then close under the EQ. Then I'll enter the sell. If it retests and closes above, then I'm buying.
So let's say, for instance, this next candle opens up, pushes up, creates like a wick, closes bullish, but the body closes below this 200, then you'll still sell, because that you constitute as a rejection.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, chat, just some one-way moves here this morning. DXY having a nice previous daily high already. Nice bounce off that daily pivot. EQ US 30 now trying to pull back somewhat. Nasdaq, let's check Nasdaq here. Just a clean breakthrough here, so no retest there. I don't know if I wouldn't say I would have entered there. There's that level we said that's going to be important to monitor, and then gold is doing some aggressive things here. Actually, I want to try and extend it to if we can get it. US 30 gave pullbacks like the sorts we discussed in Project G, executed as per that understanding. Hey, well played. I'm in on gold opening range, Chris. Profitable, if I'm very honest with you. I haven't seen any I don't want to say consistency, but the opening range for me on gold after I back tested it wasn't very promising. So if you found a way, amazing, but for me there was nothing there. Gold is just a different animal. Gold is TXY. This is interesting, already at Friday's high. US 30 making that pullback now. Nasdaq. Daily EQ, daily pivot. While we wait here, Chad, we never went through GU. GU for me on the weekly is bullish. There's that massive level we spoke about. GU on the weekly for me is bullish. I'm going to start bringing GU back into the mix. GU bullish. Chad, closing the... Yeah, closing it here. I'll come back to now. Closing it here. Right there. Breaks back inside of it. It can still break down, but not that way. That consolidation, I wanted to see a continuation, not a break back inside. We'll chat about it now. Weekly for me on GU is bullish. There's the yearly R1, so that's obviously going to be a tough level to get through. Then on the daily as well, we've got a nice breakout here, the intermediate zone here. We've got this nice little intermediate break there. Then if you take that recent high that was formed on the 27th of August, so we broke above that range as well. So I want to say very important for GU to hold this breakout level. We don't necessarily want to see it come any deeper than that. That's also the weekly pivot, so watch out for that. On the daily, still bullish as well. Can have a pullback. We can have a day today where we close basically almost like US 30 on the daily. We can have a daily close like that, where it just basically pauses for a bit before continuing higher. So watch out for that. But these are the two levels. If we get a deeper pullback, we're going to need to monitor that level down there. And then on the 5 minute, let's check the 5 minute here. Oh, just the one way. Just absolutely getting crushed here. Asia is rejecting. Where was the open? So straight from the open, already just getting crushed. So no trade there for me. Also taking the previous daily low. Ideally, yeah, no trade unless, yeah, no, I wouldn't. No. 5 minutes before 9. There was some type of support being formed there. If we had a retest there, beautiful, but this is just one way. There's no way you would have anticipated that at the open. SA40, there's that break back inside. That's why I closed it. For the most part, you want to see it continue lower. You don't want to see it reverse. So we'll check out a little bit later. Also not going to go for the buys here. Just looking overall US 30, NASDAQ, DAX, FTSE. FTSE is going somewhat bullish, but yeah, there's a lot of pressure on most of the indexes. So I'll rather wait for that 200. If we come back below again, I'll grab it there. Your pound EQ. I've got that round number here.
Yeah, guys, just the ones that are asking their fobs and that. Yeah, grab a kick, looking solid. I still can't get into it because of margin.
So if it holds on the 15 like this, you guys will actually go for a long.
Yeah, but I can't get into the margin because of the news events now.
Oh, with that other broker?
No, with ours.
Really?
News events that increase the margin.
Oh, okay.
So these are still red fold news events, so
Okay.
they probably increase margin.
Why do we prefer NAS instead of US? They're the same, Mark. They're the same. NASDAQ, US 100, both the same. Chris, can you explain gaps to me? I knew. I'm going to explain it later to you when we have our call. Chris, okay. Not a nice 15-minute close. Would I ever say if this 15-minute again drops lower and then closes somewhat bullish, I think it's good. Gigs, but for you, on if you had the ability to enter, would you have entered on this candle here as soon as it closed, or would you wait for another retest?
I would. It would have been aggressive. The rule is you need the retest. But if you had to be aggressive, purely because I like the fact we had a nice pullback off of the 200 as well. Because in normal situations, the 200 is not involved in this.
Okay.
So the fact that 200's there, you could have been a bit more aggressive and taken it. But yeah, the rule is you need the retest first.
Okay, makes sense. Sibasisu, I like bodies because the wick, as much as the wick is also important, I like the bodies because that's where price actually closed. So for the most part, I will always consider the bodies above the wicks because the wicks do the damage, but the body is actually the important one. For instance, here the body candle closed above the EQ. So for me, I would always say the body is for me more important. Let's check NAS. Gold is Ja. Yeah, I can't see anything specific here on the squawk. Obviously, the geopolitical thing is Israeli warplanes attack deep into Lebanon. Can't do that next. Let's do the 30.
Oh.
No, that's
Definitely
not
getting
that.
copyrighted
That's
for
no,
this.
that's an ad. It's Xboom LG.
So we're definitely getting copyrighted for this one.
LG with the ads. Can't do that to us. Tingling and numbness. Neurobian.
This is my jam, bro.
Neurobian. So this EQ thing actually works, bro. See this? What is this EQ?
We
What
would have never guessed, bro.
What is this EQ thing? What stops do you guys usually use on the EQ strat?
30 pip.
A 30 pip. Sure, so your boys keep it tight.
Maximize those profits, bro.
And then you go for 1 to 2, eh?
Yeah.
Sure.
1 to 2 is normal, and then obviously you can do what you want with it after that.
What is this now? Oh. Gold rejecting that level, chat. Said sells below here, but again, already almost at Asia lows. Little to no bottom wick on that 5. That's not my jam. I'm not a fan of that. I went aggressive on as. So if a swing high is taken out by a wick, but the candle closes below the previous swing high, no, I don't necessarily consider that as a Bugatti. I actually see that as a fake out, because for me it's like price tried to go above that level with the wick, and then the body actually closed below it. So I see that as closing back in the range, if that makes sense. Hey, the retail. Kicks, do you know when the margin will let us enter?
I have no clue, guys.
I'm a part of the wet.
I'm even waiting here myself. The wet powder gang. What's the minimum deposit on Vault Funder? Vault Funder is a prop firm.
Yeah, you can't. If you're talking about vault markets, I think it's 50 rands, 50 Madiba rands. 50 Madiba rands.
Austin, what pair are you referring to, brother? Gold, USD. I don't know what other one we're looking at that you possibly could be referring to. Gold. Okay. Yeah, as you said, bro. We were saying as well, needs a natural pullback anyway to continue higher.
Naturale. Sure. I'm just gonna throw in your screen, Kicks.
Go for it, brother.
I think you guys are closer to a position than me. Yeah, a lot of cheese in here.
times TP. Targets Ageless. Chris, then if you were drawing a fib, would you take the fake out wick as an anchor point or the previous swing high? Personally, I still take it from the wick, but I think Chris will have to answer you on that one. But I personally still take it from the wick. Tough call though. Money flow is still thick in the green, 100% though. I think what we keep saying to the guys is the idea that, for example, the 50 basis point cut was still excessive. There wasn't a need for that. But until we get those labor market released, we're not really going to see anything to see if the labor market really can handle it. But as I said to the guys, for equities, I think you are going to get that short-term bullish momentum. But eventually, I think that bearish pressure is going to come in for a bit after it really starts to sink in about that 50 basis point cut does. Let's see if after this 15 minutes we can finally be able to enter something. Let's see.
Still not trade.
Well, I haven't tried entering it.
Righty. Let's check.
Personally, bro, also the thing for me is if I'm watching this, so DXY for me, basically at the daily R1 with a little bit of a gap, it needs to actually also go close. So the bars really are looking good.
Yeah.
Do you have, when's the next batch coming out? 10.30 pound.
I think you guys would have been break even by now if you.
Yeah,
35 points up, 36.
yeah, so if you got in on that candle open, 30 points, so you nearly would have been,
Yeah, nearly done.
but you definitely would have, there's 1 to 1, so you definitely would have been break even. But yeah, your 1 to 2 literally works perfectly to Asia those.
Bugatti, when I pull a fib, I'll take the entire range, purely because price has been there, and you can't not take that into consideration. So technically, if you go on a 1 minute, you'll see that price was there. But for the most part, the only reason I use a fib is not necessarily for the golden zone or all of that. It's purely to segment a range into quadrants, so 25, 50, 75, 100. But yeah, it's been a long time since trading, for instance, the 38.2, the 618. I've closed my NAS by already 1 to 3 mark. Well done. Done for the day. Made my daily target on sell-off on gold, 26.27. Damn, what a move. Beautiful. 26.27. Okay, I see you took that little range break to the low. Nice. You guys have some big coconuts here in the chat. Boys have some.
The boys, I'm playing, yeah, bro.
YouTube streams, do you guys ever look at daily, weekly trends, or are you purely focused? No, we do, Austin. We actually, if you check top right of Keegan's screen, we actually have a weekly bias, a daily bias. So we do a top-down analysis, and then we obviously execute on the lower time frames, ideally in line with what our daily bias and our weekly bias is. But there are times where, for instance, we know even if we're bullish on the week, there's a very good chance that maybe Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday can create some type of a pullback to create a bottom or a top wick on the weekly. So saw something actually quite interesting over the weekend where the one trader on Twitter, he was actually talking about you don't actually need a daily bias if you're trading the lower time frames, and it makes a lot of sense, where it's like you get so fixated on your daily bias but you trade such a small time frame. If you just follow the immediate order flow with what's going on from a certain key level, which makes it makes quite a bit of sense. But also then for somebody that maybe does not have the discipline to maybe take only one or two trades, now you're going to start getting stuck into everything. So I think that's where daily bias becomes very important, to rather stick with, rather wait then for the pullback. You don't have to trade the pullback, wait for the pullback, and then when it gets to a certain zone, then you fall back in line with what the daily bias is. We have awesome mentors, that's why we are killing it. A Stofy. No, you guys are killing it. We just give out nuggets. It's you guys that are doing the work. It's you clicking the buttons. So give yourself a pat on the back as well. We've said it so many times, there can be two people watching the stream. The one guy gets a lot of value out of it and someone else is maybe waiting, I don't know for what, but we've seen it so many times. I took Rian Foster, for instance, as an example over the weekend. Multiple payouts, multiple funded accounts. And Rian is that guy, doesn't miss a call. If there's a weekend thing, he's there. And again, it's just from the start, the man was on that grind. Shame, and Rian at the start was like, sorry man if I'm asking all these questions, and I was like, no man, that's awesome. It shows his hungry, his willingness, and to see the progress is beautiful. So because that's the thing, Chad, trading is not easy. It's been beautified by the Instagram and the online community as this easy to do thing, which it's not. For some it's easy at the start because you don't have a lot of knowledge, and then later on when you get more knowledge, that almost cripples you because now you know too much. So then later on it's like, okay, now I've got the ability to actually work through all of this data in my mind, and now I can actually make decisions. So it's not an easy game, and if you make it, and even if you barely positive on the month, you've done well. There's no such don't look to the internet, these 4 hour quarters 100R trade and all of this bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Yeah, 100% Bugatti. I was there, dude. It's Chad. It's a tough thing. Having too much knowledge, it honestly stops you from even making a decision in the market. You're over analyzing. You're thinking, oh, but this and that, and oh, there's something that, and then it's like, I can't even take a trade. There's on the one side my criteria is met, on the other side it's not met, and it's like flip, dude. You have to cut that onion back. There's way too many layers to your trading. And it's honestly true. The simple things work. That's very simple, because it's consistent. There's not too many discretionary factors that play into your decision making. Yeah, Stove, dude, it's weird. It's because we feel like trading is so complex and we have to add these layers. Then you feel like, no man, it can't be this simple. But then it's like, dude, that simple thing works. For instance, a lot of the stock traders just use the VWAP. And you're like, no man, you can't be just trading the VWAP. And it's like, dude, it's just the VWAP. Oh yeah, Austin, I saw that. I have been following it. The chicken that goes to the green light or the red light. I've been watching that as well. Very interesting. You guys are the realest. Thanks, my brother. We always try. I actually had a good meeting with some of the mods over the weekend. And I just said a lot of times we I don't want to say we lose sight of it, but we're sitting here and you almost become isolated in this little bubble because it's a chat there. And as much as we see a lot of you guys every single day, you almost go onto autopilot where you forget that there's somebody maybe that's not even popped a message in the chat that's maybe been here for 7-8 months, and we don't even know that person. That's because let's say only 5% or 10% of you actually engage in the chat, but there's someone else there just sitting in the shadows there, they're watching what we do, and we sometimes forget that there's an entire community behind this, and maybe they don't engage in the chat. And again, it's that thing of us sitting here behind the screen, and you lose a little bit of touch to who's behind it, and that's actually, we're gonna have a meeting when we're in Cape Town to try and make it more real, to have say sessions where all of us can just hang out, chat a little bit, see how's everyone doing, not just trading but just in general, like how's life been, just sharing. I was actually thinking, Keeks, having a community, I don't want to call it community spotlight, but having, for instance, a Google Forms. And if you are happy to come on as a guest, let's say maybe every Thursday maybe, or every Monday, we choose one of the community members to join us on a Teams call on the stream.
Okay.
Just for somebody to say, hey, I've been following you guys for how long? This has been my journey. This is what I'm struggling with. This is what I've improved on.
I think that's cool. I think
just to make it a little bit more real, just to get the community also more involved, because otherwise it's even though we're here together, there's this sense of there's distance between us, and how do we gap that? How do we close that gap? So we're going to be having a nice little strategy meeting with all of the mods and with Jeremy and the rest, to see how do we just bring the community that much closer, and how do we make it a little bit more tight knit. So, and Dorbo. CBC, so we've already made some big moves. I think don't ignore the moves we've already made. But it usually, dude, we've made some massive moves. If you think about it, from Wednesday evening, round about before the market closed, market did almost 708 points on US 30s. So moves are already happening.
Also on Saturday we are gonna be at.
You can't say on social. Oh.
I love it. You gave it out.
No.
Austin, I'll send you a message, bro. I'll send you a message.
No, yeah, we'll get fined, bro. They'll fine us. Like, you guys said, only 45 people. Why is there 100 people? Yeah. Yes, Theon, we're definitely going to do that. We've got a lot of ideas. And also, like we had a chat over the weekend.
11 to 1, eh?
Yeah.
11 to 1.
Like we had a chat as well over the weekend. Sometimes we don't communicate well. That's honestly not one of our strong points. If I'm honest, Keegan doesn't communicate well. I don't communicate well. And sometimes we just go about our business. If let's say we're a little bit burnt out, or we're feeling down on the day, to some extent we feel like we have to maintain a certain level of energy, a certain level of expectation, and then sometimes it's alright to say, like, fuck dude, I'm feeling a little bit burnt out or whatever, because that's what made the channel real from the start, is being open, transparent and real with you guys. So I think it just comes with the territory where you think you need to uphold a certain, I don't even want to say image, but you want to maintain a certain standard. And sometimes it's alright to just say, bro, geez, I'm not feeling at this session, whatever, and that's fine. We roll with that, and we go on to the next day. Yes, bro, looking at that US 30, what is this EQ thing you guys speak of? But bro,
and it worked on US 30 and on NAS, eh?
Bro, but look at the 200, just even the 200.
Yeah.
Like,
NAS also was cleaner, bro, because it had the test and then the closures above the 200. So if you had to just sit in there, bro, you are chilling.
Oh.
Yeah, if any of you guys are able to get in, I think you guys would have almost been at TP now, I think.
Yeah, there is only 4 Bugatti. It's the Ranchers and me and Keeks. Oh, bro, the +1. No, but I think the boys know. The boys know there's no +1 in the trading. You carry that trading burden on your own. But yeah, chat. So that's some things we're gonna start working on and improving. That's better. And then also with those sessions, we can actually do a little bit of a feedback with you guys as well, to say, listen, what is it that the community is struggling with, or what specific content do you guys want? What do you think we should improve on the streams? Because ultimately, this is not a two-man show, believe it or not. This is all for you guys, and we all one community, yes. So
for the Chad,
it's important for us to make sure that the health of the community is strong, and then also to take all of the considerations into play. So it's never ever going to be just about us. We may be steering the ship, but all of us are together on the ship. 13,200 and somebody people. So.
Bro, this race, we slowly becoming a little buoy, is turning into a cruise ship.
This lifeboat, it started off as a lifeboat. We now have like 5 of those lifeboats pulled together. We're still using the what do you call it, the paddles. So there's still quite a few of us. I know Eti is on the one side. He said there's some weak guys on his boat that can only paddle for 5 minutes, so he's taking the ship there. He's the big boy there, pulling the. Sometimes we need to stop him because he just makes us go in a circle. I don't know if you've paddled together. That one strong guy, it's like, bro, chill. Let's just bring this boat straight. But yeah, no, Chad, it's honestly, we've always said it. Our art is for the community, and we listen to what you guys say, concerns, your thoughts, all of that. So we're gonna find a way to make it even more inclusive and make it even more tightly knit. Your gigs, you guys must be a little bit for the boys that didn't get in, because that's basically almost. Sheesh.
I'm not crying, bro. You are.
I was just looking at it. I'm like, yo, what a trade there. Flip it.
Yeah, it's going well there.
That is US30 you're looking at. Keys, I think you have to add those. I'm going to put it on my screen and just add the anchor text, because if you come on, you're not going to know.
Are we really doing those again?
I subscribe when you guys were at 3K.
Let me go find these anchor texts.
Anyone got stuck on the N3 highway already at 3.2? Love it, Kribo. What is the 200 you guys using? That yes, Tutau. It's a exponential. Let me just check. I don't want to lie now. It is exponential moving average. Only thing with the exponential that's different from a simple is that a simple just uses the period divided by the average price. So your simple average calculation you use on that you got taught at school. So there's 20 marks from the kids. You calculate the total divided by 20, where exponential gives more weight to the most recent price. So it's a little bit different. For instance, if I throw on a 200 simple, let's do a simple.
Alright, they are all done.
Where's the simple now? What the heck? Wait, let's check here. Okay, that one obviously is not working. Let's get another one. Come on. There you can see it's slightly different. The simple one, this right here is the simple, and there's the exponential one. So they're slightly different because the one just gives more weight to the most recent. So even though they closely correlated, the 200 simple is slightly different. Damn, another P. What is going on here? I wasn't drinking enough water over the weekend. Okay, but where did you put it though, Keeks? Bottom right or
Bottom left. The sticker's on the bottom right.
I can't see it.
Is it off the screen?
I can't see it. Check quickly.
Okay.
Bring it in a little bit. Oh, there's it.
So they need, okay, because so half my screen is actually not even on the screen. So I need to pull these things like over here.
You're raising to make it bigger, or do you want it that small?
Right. You are asking a lot here.
Oh.
Anyone that was in this, guys, this thing, that's TP hit. So, bit of a crap one on this side. But yeah, your 30 pip basically, 1 to 2, there you go. So there's TP on that thing. Unfortunately, because of margin opening, we couldn't get in on it. But if you guys did, it worked perfectly on NASDAQ as well. NASDAQ was the better one. I mean, bang. If you had like the normal buy limit there, yes, then you coined it. Yeah, you hit TP immediately, almost 1 to 3 now. But if you only entered on the candle closure, well, you also would have hit TP now, technically. So both of them absolutely beautiful trades.
Keeps it right. This EQ thing works, huh? Huh?
Hey.
This EQ thing looks like it's working.
This thing's been working since last year, my brother.
Chad, do you guys believe in this EQ thing? Let me see what's happening with the EQ.
Bro, I love how I see even Edge ditched the turtle way, bro. That
Really?
man's straight in the EQ now.
Have you answered that one, the indicator? It's our own indicator, my brother. It's a little indicator that was coded for us by Francho, one of the Chad. Francho actually getting funded on Friday, believe it or not, Chad. So well done to Frana. I don't know if Frana.
Hey.
Well done, Frana. Frana Banana. Frana making some moves. Red one, good morning, my brother. Please don't tell me that is the red one you told me. That red one Reynolds that clapped the parlay over the weekend.
No. I was like, what are you talking about?
Frana Stuyvesant. Eti, I still want to know, Eti, please tell me. You remember the 24-hour stream? When Eti said
yeah.
Frana Stuyvesant.
Is he coming up with these own things there, bro?
Eti, why that, bro? Chad, how Eti stayed up through everything and still went to work. I don't know, bro. Eti,
Eddie was a champ for that one, bro.
Bro, Eti, I think it was Eti. It was Jex. Who else? There were 3 guys. I still remember. Fubs will claim that he was there through the entire thing. Fubs round about 3:30 knocked off the shift. But it was Eti. Who else was it? It was Eti. It was Jex. I know Jex was also quite strongly in the mix. Slushy, was it Slushy? Jex was definitely in the mix there. I still remember Jexy. It was 3. I think it was Eti, Slushy, and Jex. Yes, those boys, and Warren J. Those boys put in a shift, my bro. And then there was still some internal beef happening in the late hours of the morning. I think somebody was it Warren that got stuck into. I think Warren got stuck into somebody, and I was like, how the heck? The wrenches now getting stuck into one another.
Hey, bro, things get weird when the oaks are tired, bro.
I was taking a little nap here. I wake up and it's like Oaks are getting nuked here. Who took that shift? I think it was Ed and Jev, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they were doing the Asian shift.
Yo. Oh, did they chalk Warren? No. Are you for real? It was Oscar. And then Eti was talking about Oscar being at the door, saying that he's gonna order 2 enkels. Hy soek nie dubbels nie, hy soek enkels. Yes, julle ouens was beskrukkelijk. Yo, no, the boys got rough on that 24-hour stream. Believe it or not, kids, I don't know how, but we maintained an average viewership, I think, of 170. Yo, what happened to Warren? We need another checks. Checks, the only way we do another 24-hour stream is some of the wrenches you have to fly in. We'll try and make a plan, either get you on a bus so each of the wrenches can take a shift, but
sure, we are not doing 24 hours again.
yo. Chad, I don't think I've ever been
Bro, the only thing I would do that 24-hour shift again for right now is that KFC. Bro, that KFC that next morning slapped.
Yo, that KFC was good. Warren now also a full-time teacher in Taiwan. Yeah, bro. So it's Warren in the metaverse. No, the wrenches. We'll chat to you guys. If we ever do it, you guys need to take the day off. Come down to the studio. We'll make a schedule, and it's gonna be a case of everyone takes a shift. Everyone gets a chance. I think that the toughest for me was once we got back from KFC, Keeks, that last 2 hours.
That I was broken. I was broken then.
That last 2 hours was just, yeah.
Yeah, that was rough.
One more 24-hour stream before the year ends. Cribs, Warren had 3 accounts, 2 of them still somewhere in the meta. Hey, where's Warren J? Chad, Warren J.
Yeah.
Yes, but what did you guys do to tilt Warren? PG in the house, baby. Apologies for arriving so late. No, it's fine. We kept the seat open for you. What happened there for Warren to go? Because that man went on full tilt kicks, and he was a wrench, and I was like, how the heck is this?
The little battle of the wrenches.
Yo. I think he was...
Wasn't someone kept timing him out?
I think it was Ed. Ed was timing.
I remember that. I just remember someone kept timing him out, and he was losing his mind over that. I don't know if that's what started it afterwards. But I just remember, someone kept timing him out.
Oh yeah, even Mo was on for 1 second.
Yeah, Mo nearly got us chalked. Playing all that other music and...
Did Jax chalk him? Oh my... Yeah, then it was Jax and someone. Yo. No chat, it was rough. I just woke up. Ed was hot-headed. Eti is going off here. And I was like, bro, what happened here? Something happened.
Is Ed even in the chat, bro? That man's been quiet today.
I haven't seen Ed. No. I think he took a long weekend. Where's Ed? Or maybe he's in here. Chad, I definitely think we can do a 24-hour. We're going to break it up. Eti's going to take a section, but we'll do a disclaimer before we put Eti on. I feel Eti's segment can be a little bit wild.
Mo's segment when the Instagram came out.
Oh, yeah, the OnlyFans one. Warren J was on something else that night. Yeah, bro. Warren was collecting the boys. Warren was not happy about something. Bev, no, we can't have you and Etienne on the same segment. No. You two need to be separated. Having BG and Etienne on the same segment, we asking for trouble. No. Then we're gonna need to do NDAs, disclaimers. No. We'll separate you guys. Maybe for 5 minutes you can do a segment, but then separate immediately. Etienne, I still remember the OnlyFans segment. Bro, it's crazy. Some of the people I'm talking about, like professionals, doctors and stuff that have OnlyFans. It's like, yeah, I studied for 8 years to become a medical doctor, but OnlyFans pays better, so might just stop being a doctor. We can do an OnlyFans segment. OnlyFans. Sure.
Still angry at Mo for not wanting to show the peeps my OnlyFans. I remember that.
Eti, we spoke about it. When was it? Last week, when I said that one chick, I think total career earnings or something like 70 mil, Eti. And then also, I don't know if you saw that OnlyFans paid out more last year than the entire NBA roster combined. Like, OnlyFans paid out more money than the NBA paid out all of their players.
Bro, look at Dave's comments. A business idea. Dave.
I would give money to see Bev and Eti for 1 hour. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. This Saturday in Cape Town, we'll chat about it. We'll make it happen. We'll get some of these wrenches on. We'll just need to put some tight disclaimers there, and we'll make it happen.
Chris, you being given the sword by the wife for gambling was still the best for me.
Sure, dude. My wife was not happy. When I knew immediately what was going to happen. When that call came through, once we went onto that site, it was like, I know this call. Julle bid voor elke stream en dan gamble julle. Sit af daai gambling. Ek sê, hey liefie, dis maar net 'n segment. Ek wil niks hoor van 'n segment nie. Af met daai gambling. Hoe kan julle bid en dan gamble julle? Ek sê, hey liefie, ons bid juist want ons het hierdie gambling probleem. Dis kom ons bid elke dag. Yo, now my wife was on me, bro. Now you guys don't realize how I get moderated by the wife. That's why if a swear word comes out, it's like, yeah.
Bro, we still need to play this.
What's that?
The Mission Uncrossable.
Is that a gambling thing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's that thing, or what's the name? Oh, do you need to choose where you want to go to, or can you stop?
No, so obviously it's just more hard, but like, so obviously whatever you put on, then you just stop. So it's already preset. Once you start, there's a point somewhere where you're going to get hit by a car. It's just, do you have the balls to go that far, or do you pull out whenever you're happy? But the whole idea is to cross the road.
Do you have money in you?
No, I just like open it now. I don't even know where. But like, for example, like let's just say if you had to do Daredevil, like whatever you put in, the end result is times what you put in.
Chad, look at that. This man is ready for the next 24-hour stream.
We have to play this, bro. Is this like a legit website though? Roobet.
It was becoming Casino Royale. Yeah, it was. Keeping you in check, that's what good women are for. 100%. No, I appreciate my wife. I appreciate my wife for not allowing me to become reckless.
Yeah, it's a legit crypto casino. A crypto casino. Is that a thing?
I already have some ideas for Bevan Etty.
Boy, you know.
We're gonna oil Etty up. He has to do the stream oiled for the ladies to pick up the lady.
That's Eddie's contribution to getting us to 20k.
We're gonna tell the ladies, listen here, we've got a little 2-piece McNugget for you that's gonna be all oiled up. Oh. Chad, I don't even want to say his name, but obviously he starts with a P and a D. That is some crazy stuff coming out there. That is some heck. Have you watched it? P-U double F D-A double D. Yeah. Bro, it's some nasty stuff coming out there, Chad. Just shows you how sick the world is. I think a lot of dominoes are going to start falling now. Dude, and now when you've got some context and they show some videos from the past, for instance, him and Justin Bieber, then it's like these guys are predators, my bro. Your Jen, if you think about Jeffrey didn't make it out. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the industry is about to. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get out. I don't think it's going to get out because that's the thing. Once the dominoes start falling, more people are going to come to the front. So it's like you just need one person to be brave enough. And now that it's in motion, you're going to just see that thing. Bro, it is a sick world. And that's why I told somebody the other day, I said that's why I didn't want to have kids one day, because this is how sick the world is. And it's almost like as a parent, you can't always protect your kid forever, but you would like to. But then it's just a case of flip. I hope I did everything right to ensure that there's values instilled in your child. So that was my only fear. And I still told my wife, like, you're so scared of letting your child go into that world, and it's almost like you really have to prepare them very well. Yeah, they do. Apparently, even dude, I wouldn't even be surprised at this stage. I wouldn't even be surprised. That's why Usher made that song, Let It Burn. Yeah, I saw that, Jen. He put a... Yeah, the crazy thing is, Jen, he actually paid off that house a couple weeks prior, so that they can't delve into his cash and seize his cash assets. And he used that as collateral for the bond. Oh, bro, it's mad. That's gonna be... And I think I spoke about it on stream before. When you... and I've seen it not to that extent. Not to that extent, but I've seen it, people that have money and that have a lot of money, they get bored. And when you get bored, you wanna do weird stuff. That's usually when I start falling into drugs. That's when I start falling into swinging. For instance, having years ago, I don't want to mention the name, but Keeks, I'm just going to tell Keeks, Chad, I don't want to get myself into hot water here. So Keeks also knows about it, but this husband and wife duo lived in the same neighborhood as us, and we always saw on the weekends him and his wife would go to the one club, and then later on you see on Facebook like some of the chicks and they're like in the hot tub and there's cocaine and it's bro, it's just they bored, and now you're looking for that next thrill. Like money and all of that other stuff doesn't give you a thrill. Now it's like you start going to these weird, sick vices to give you that little bit of thrill, which is yeah. How did the Lions lose, bro? That is insane. He's talking about me, guys. You end up thrilling the trill. No, man. Money is the root of all evil. Yeah, it is, bro. Yeah, Chad, that's why I always say money doesn't change you. I don't think money changes you. I think money almost concentrates more who you really are. Because now once you get money, you don't have to be apologetic. Money just shows the real you in a full scope. And that's why a lot of people say, oh, money's changed you. No, money has just actually is now showing who you really are. Because a lot of people don't change when they've got money. You wouldn't even know they have money. And then you've got people that once they get money, they just become a vile person. And it's not because they changed. It's because they always had a facade that they put to the front. Hey Neil, sorry man, good morning. Neil van der Westhausen. Bro, that's the thing. I know, again, I don't want to say names, but also know a wealthy businessman, and he's honestly bored, Chad. He's honestly, he has breakfast alone in the mornings. He's honestly bored. Like his business is on autopilot, and yeah, it's some crazy stuff about him as well. And it's like you're just bored. It's like if you think about it, for most of us, our time is spent selling our time either for a 9 to 5 or your business and all of that. But now let's say you get to the stage where money isn't the main thing anymore. you've got a lot of money, you've got a lot of assets, you're generating a lot of cash flow. How do you stay sane? That imagine you had to wake up in the morning, and let's say you've got for instance, a property portfolio. Your property portfolio generates a couple of million a month. You technically, you don't have to ever work again in your life. And I know a lot of people will say, but start playing golf, start doing this. But let's say you're not a golfer. Now you wake up in the morning, it's like, oh shit, what am I going to do? Most of my mates, they out working on their businesses. They can't have breakfast with me. Now you want to have a drink 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You phone up with some of your business mates like, hey bro, let's go for lunch. Let's have a drink. And they're like, bro, I've got a business. I'm working this and that. And you're like, oh, but let's just have one drink. And it's like, nobody wants to have a drink with me. These guys are honestly just bored. They super, super bored. Jeremy, I hope you're well, my brother. So, yeah, it's... I know I would play a lot of golf. I would play a lot of Dota. I think I would become the manager of a Dota team. Try and put together like a little pro team. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things you can do that's good and not. You don't have to. The love of money is the root of all evil. Yes, money is not all evil. Money can pay for research to cure maybe some disease. Money can be used to send resources into a country that doesn't have food, doesn't have medical supplies. So I think it's like you said, the love of money that corrupts some people. But money in essence can also be leveraged for good. So I don't think, if you think about it, money is just a piece of paper. How can it be inherently evil? I think the lust after it and the use of it for certain negative uses, that is obviously evil. But money at its root, if I had to put I don't even have money in here, but if I had to put a 20 Rand here, how can you say that 20 Rand is evil? It's got no power. I think I usually have like, wait. Oh, chat. No, just a slip. Alright, this slip can't be evil because, what is this? Why did I keep this? Oh, this is actually Mozambique. Still need to file. Oh my goodness. That's why I wanted to file this. Sheesh. Okay. Kicks, what do you rate? If you think about it, money can't be evil. Like if I put up 100 Rand here, that 100 Rand can't jump out and punch you in the face.
No.
Backtest Bull Pastor Casey Treat also said that yesterday. Hey Stove, no man, we gotta get you. Dota is most probably the only fun game. Hey Amina, thanks for that dono, really appreciate it. Amina dropping a young Dansky there. That is the 10th dono that Amina has dropped here. Look at that, chat. Amina just dropping some bags on us here. No, Chad, I think the money topic is a very contentious one. If you think about it in the sense of religion, if you think about it in business, it's usually money to some extent that sours a relationship, sours a business. One partner trying to basically steal from another partner, vice versa. If you think of it in the religious context, there's a lot of focus around having money. And again, like I've said it before, there's nothing wrong with the church needing money. Obviously, a facility costs money. You have to have staff to look after the people. So it's not a case of like, oh, a church shouldn't have money. No, that's not the case. But then you get these instances where a pastor's like, oh, I'm believing God for that new G650 ER, the extended range one, so I can fly straight from here to Australia to go and minister the word. And it's like, no, bro, you don't need a G650 ER extended range. You don't need that. I already want to thank God for the other 2 jets that we already have, and those will be for our music team. But it is beautiful seeing those 3 jets that you guys paid for, and it's like, bro, no. So there's also even a sense of lust for those. And Chad, that's the thing that I want to really put out there. I don't want to make this a religious topic. We are all human, okay? There's a reason why the Bible says do not put your faith or your trust in man. For the reason that all of us can fall. All of us can give into sin. All of us can give into that lust. All of us can make a mistake. And if you, and I've seen it with a lot of churches and a lot of people where they have a cult-like following of a pastor, and it's all about this pastor, and we just love this pastor and we honor him, and it's like all this thing. And it's like, no. It's great to love your pastor, this and that, but your pastor is just a vessel. It's just a servant in the kingdom. All right? Your pastor is not the superhero, the superstar. If you read the Bible correctly, it said Jesus came to serve. He didn't come to fly an extended range jet. He came to serve the people. He washed the people's feet. He paid the ultimate sacrifice. It's about serving people. It's not about having this superstar thing and you walk out and it's like people are running behind you. No. It's about servanthood. And if your pastor can't serve and him just doing one sermon is not serving, when he actually serves the people. How many of you that's in a big church have ever seen your pastor go out to a hospital? I'm not saying a high profile person, actually being in and between the people. There's a level of you can't get to that pastor. That pastor's now a superstar. There's bodyguards running around him. Why? Okay, so a lot of times the focus gets shifted, and I get it, and that's that thing of the flesh wanting to be puffed up, wanting to have that thing where I come out and it's like, oh, it's Pastor Chris and Pastor Keegan, just bringing the word with their Gucci, and it's just like, oh, we're so puffed, Chad. It's about serving, and and as much as we sometimes want to say no, but they serve, Chad. It's about serving, and if we ever forget that. And even with our community, if we ever forget that it's about serving the community, we've lost the plot. If we fail to serve the community, when our job is obviously different. We're not in a religious capacity, but if we ever lose the sight of that, then and it's not about serving others, we've lost it completely. Not gonna lie, enjoy me some money. In fact, I'm not above getting ready. Hey man, you need money. You need money. That's the thing. Everything needs money. Like as much as you want to go sit in a corner and pray, you're gonna need to have some money to do stuff. So that's why I'm saying money. It's a sensitive topic. My one business partner always said it's easy to talk about money when there's no money on the table. As soon as there's a pile of money on the table, I know exactly. And that's where that character comes in. If your default character is flawed, you're gonna always have an issue. It's always gonna be weird when you have that money conversations. It's always gonna be weird. Let me just see that I missed. Backtest pool, I 100% agree. I 100% agree with you. I think it becomes about building your own legacy. Some of these pastors build up their own brand and build up their own, I almost want to say legacy. They see it as this, and it's like, bro, that name or the name of the church, the name of the pastor means absolutely nothing. It's that soul that gets saved at the end of the day. That's the church. The church is the people. It's not a building. The church is the body. So that beautiful building you've got, that beautiful jet, nothing. Is this the reason why you have this channel? How do you mean, is this the reason that I have this channel, Mathasi? This channel is to serve. If that is the question you're asking, this channel is to serve the trading community. We've been streaming non-stop for more than a year, every single day. The fruit of the channel is there. There's a lot of guys that have had breakthroughs. I posted one last week. That is the purpose of this channel, is our little way of, even if we make mistakes on the charts, even if we do good, whatever it is, you can learn with us, you can engage with us, you can interact with us. So that is the core mission of this channel. Anything else is just an extension. Project G is a paid service. Just to give you guys an idea, somebody that's in our mentorship started his own mentorship, and he asks more money, and he uses the concepts that we taught for free that's in the Discord, and he's charging people for money for that. I'm not saying that's wrong, but I'm just saying that there's fruit in what we put out. There's all of this that was given out for free. A lot of people have had a lot of success with it. So if you're referring to that, then yes, this is the idea of the channel. No, Jeremy, I 100% agree. I 100% agree. I don't think money is all evil. I don't think all churches are evil. It has ever warned of the great apostasy in the last days, where even the elect will be swayed. But I think ultimately you need money to do things. So we can't shy away from that. We can't make money the enemy. If it's stewarded well, if it's ultimately, that's why I say, if you're in a leadership position, especially when it's a faith-based thing, it's a very difficult task. And the Bible actually said that those that are in ministry, that actually minister to people, there's a special judgment for them, because these are God's people. And you need to be very, that's why I stopped being a home cell leader. Once I read that, I was like, yeah, dude, I can't carry this burden. Because now you're starting to talk to people, God's people, and now if you put a foot wrong, and it's not that we're perfect, but it's like you can't take it just by the way. It's a serious thing when you start talking about people's spirituality and all of that. Yeah, that was Kenneth Copeland saying he can't fly a coach, bro. It's just a tube full of demons, geeks. So myself and Keegan will get some oil because we fly economy. So I hope there's not a lot of demons in that tube. Mostrat got wrecked this morning. Got crushed. Let's check it out, Andre. Yeah, it's all-time highs. That's the issue here. It's all-time highs. It's the first day of the week. It's similar to the notes I put out for the opening range strat. You can almost take the same one here. Avoid high and low of the session. Avoid high low of the day, Monday, Friday, before you have set a weekly low or high. Because the question is, what's going to just drive price here on a Monday, the first session of the week? No, I think Keeks, you missed the grab, eh? The grabber is missed.
Yeah, I couldn't get in, so it's always a one shot. You don't have retests and things like that with the grabber, so it's a one shot. You miss it, you miss it.
I'm gonna go pee quick. Put it on your screen quickly.
Did you watch the NFL yesterday? No, I didn't, brother. I actually didn't. I need to go watch some of the highlights of it. Locks in for grabbers. Oh, no. As I said, bro, we had it. We spoke about it earlier. Didn't take it. Why is it on NASDAQ? US study was the one we were locked in for, but couldn't get in. As you said, it's already TP. So I always said to you guys, that's a missed trade. If the trade was there, that trade has already hit TP. That trade's gone. There's no trying to re-enter it and hope for lightning to strike twice. So we are literally just waiting for that now. Probably wait for New York session. Might get something on gold. As I said, gold took Asia low. So Nasdaq this morning on gold, pretty spot on. But at that level now, finding support. So big thing, if it finds support, you can go bullish. Otherwise, continuation back to the downside. I'm just trying to be a part of the web party game. Oh, no gold trade, and also couldn't enter the EQ grabber. That guy just doesn't seem. Yeah, bro. We thought those guns were loaded, and then they were just shooting blanks there this morning. See this, alright. Got some try. Hey, Slashy in the building now. I'm in, my brother. How are you? How's the day going? Are you still waiting for something, bro?
No, I'm just gonna check the chat and then we can wrap up. It's a little bit one way this morning, especially on gold. Ek gaan dik zak maak vanoggend. Now she's gonna come back to no profits. Hey bro, that's...
Nah, Slash, I'm doing good, brother. I hope you're doing well as well, man.
That's a cock one. My wife's like, why don't you just make profit? I think that one day she got home and I was still trading on my own no community or whatever, and I'm sitting there and I think it was like floating 15 or 20k and didn't lock it in, and it came back to like 10 minus 10 15k, and she's like, why don't you just make money? I'm like, hey, Why didn't you close it while it was positive 15k? Now you have to explain like, okay, it wasn't at the target yet, this and that, and I'm like, I don't need this pressure. I think just quickly leave me alone, yeah. Let me manage this. Well, why is it going into the negative? Are you losing money now? I'm like, if I close now, I am losing money, correct? So if we still want to eat this month, please just go out now and let me quickly finish this session.
Just let me cook, yeah. Let me cook.
Bro, has Caitlin ever come to sit next to your chart and then you're like in a position, it's like, why are you losing money?
Nah,
like,
I think she gets even more anxious. So she loves it if I'm obviously winning, but I think because for her, like it's that always bro money, like you can't be just wasting money. So if she looks at it and she sees the amount of money we losing on a trade, stuff like that, then she's just like, she loses her shit. So I think she even knows it's better for us both. Just don't watch the trades.
Chad, there's pressure, I promise you, when your spouse comes in, it's like, are you losing money? It's like, yeah.
Because the first thing is when you do lose, it's a case of, you know what we could have done with that money.
Sure, I don't understand.
Then it's like, oh yeah.
I think that 1 month, I had quite. So okay, Chad, I'm not even lying. It was a public holiday as well. I told my wife, I said, please let me trade. Like, I know it's a public holiday. I'm like, I'll tell you what. The first trade I won today, I'm immediately withdrawing that money and I'm paying it over to you. And she's like, okay. First trade, I think I made like 18k. I withdraw the money, I pay it over to her. Did I not end up that day being down 30k? So I literally, I got that first win in the bag. I withdraw the money and I pay it to her and I'm like, and I'm going on about my business. And then later on, I'm like, now you're a little bit eked because there was already that pressure. She didn't want you to trade. You withdrew the money, and I'm like, yo, but by the way, that money that I already paid out to you, I lost that and some more. Why don't you just make? Anyways, that was a cock day. Anyways,
no, she had a winning day, but you didn't.
I was like, bro, I actually needed that liquidity now. But Chad, I think just going through the charts here, a little bit of one-sided movements here this morning. Nothing I feel like I've missed, even when it comes to gold. That's that level we spoke about, potentially holding that, didn't hold that. Then we had this break lower here. And I did say it is valid for the shorts. We had that minor break of structure here. The only thing is it was so extended already. There was Asia lows and now it just went into this range. So now it's just chopping around. It will most likely consolidate for a continuation lower again. We'll see a little bit later in the session. Then DXY, obviously massive move from these Asia low levels. And again, not giving you anything. It's just one-way momentum. You didn't really miss anything. If it was your plan to enter, then it was your plan. But for me personally, Keegan and the boys, obviously some of you guys did catch it beautiful. He did call it out here on stream. He said if we hold that EQ 200, all of that, you can get a nice move up. I know some of you caught that. So if you caught that, W for you guys. Beautiful trade. Exactly the same with Nasdaq. Not as clean as US30 though. But even Nasdaq gave you 60. So GBP USD as well. Did mention we're going to need to see some type of pullback first. Potentially this round number here. Or even Asia lows. But yeah, Keeks, I don't know. Anything that you want to point out on the charts?
Nah, I think nothing for us really now. Obviously, we had the EQ go 2 for 2 with NAS and US30. Unfortunately, we were there, we were ready, but the guns they weren't firing today. So we got to wait for New York session. Hopefully, we can just clear out a little bit of dirt that's in the chamber and we can be able to shoot some bullets. But yeah, not bad for Monday. Looking forward to the New York session. We got news coming out, so I think the fact we got one-way momentum here, maybe we get some one-way reversals New York session. But let's see what we can do.
All right, Chad. So if it's a public holiday tomorrow, don't do that. Don't say, Liffy, I'm going to trade. The first profits go to you. If you pay out that profits, call it a day then. Don't go back. Usually ends in tears. So, but anyways, Chad, we're going to see you guys 3 p.m. Tomorrow. Not unfortunately, but tomorrow we're going to take a break. I feel it's needed from our side just to reset a little bit, recharge the batteries, have a midweek day off, spend some time with the family as well, and just take a nice relaxing day. Have a braai, have a little sit down. If there is something, we'll post it in the free group. I'll still do a morning analysis. Just not on the streams. So, Chad, we'll see you guys 3 p.m. baby. First, this is the last week, eh? End of the month, over the weekend. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Chad, give me 1 second. I think this is the end of the month.
I think Monday might be the last day.
Oh yeah, Monday, yeah. Okay, so this month has absolutely flown by, Chad. So, Chad, we'll see you guys 3 p.m. Peace and love, baby.
Cheers, Chad.
Cheers.